she has lived up to expectations, right? I'm looking at her the way I look at LeBron James, right? For us, just in the women's side of things, and the height that she had, the expectations she had.
Let's start with the rookie, Caitlin Clark-Kent. Superwoman, you see what I did there? She was on a tear, and last night was no different. Wings, fever. Caitlin Clark set to go as she broke the single-season assist record.
She's been playing like a top 5 player in the league. She's been regularly dishing out double-digit assists in that time frame. Teams can no longer blitz her and trap her.
Caitlin Clark's racking up triple-doubles like they're going out of style, but some people are saying she needs to chill on the shooting. Is the rookie phenom already causing tension with her coach? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's talk about Clark's rookie season. It's been insane. She's breaking records left and right with her assists, and those triple doubles? That's veteran level stuff right there. Imagine this. Clark goes from being the new kid on the block to finishing 4th in MVP voting. That's crazy for a rookie, but you know what's even crazier? It wasn't all smooth sailing. Clark had to figure out how to in the big leagues. There were some bumps along the way, but we'll get to that later.
She's the first rookie to win WNBA Player of the Month since the award's inception in 2010, and last night it was no exception. They were sky high for Caitlin Clark and the Fever, but to start the season, they had a little bit of a rough go of it. They lost their first 5 games. They ended up 1-8 through their first 9 games, and during that first month, the playoffs, they didn't feel realistic at all. Indy entered the Olympic break 11-15 on the year, and then they really turned it around. They've won 7 of their 8 since. They clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2016, which, by the way, was the last year of Hall of Famer and franchise icon Tamika Catchings.
You won't believe this, but Clark's success wasn't a solo act. There's this coach who saw something special in her and wasn't afraid to push her to the limit. Who is this mystery mentor? Let's find out. Enter Christie Sides, the Fever's new head coach, with a controversial approach. While critics were slamming the team's defense, Sides saw a diamond in the rough. What made her bet everything on a rookie in the face of mounting pressure? From day one, Sides recognized something extraordinary in Caitlin Clark. She didn't just see a talented player, she saw a game changer. Sides wasn't afraid to go all in on her rookie sensation, even when the heat was on about the team's defensive struggles. You know what's wild? Sides didn't just believe in Clark, she went to bat for her. Remember that incident with Chennedy Carter? Sides didn't mince words. She fired off a tweet that had everyone talking. This is unacceptable WNBA. When will the consistent complaints be heard? Something has to be done. But it wasn't just about defending Clark off the court. Sides had a game plan to unleash Clark's full potential on it. She zeroed in on developing Clark's aggressive play, especially in those nail-biting fourth quarters. Sides knew Clark had the skills. She just needed to take more shots when it really counted. And get this, Sides wasn't shy about praising Clark's toughness. After that physical game, she said, "Just more happy that Caitlin handled it the way she did. She's continued to fight through that. Appreciate that from her. Really proud of her for doing that." Talk about having your players back. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sides didn't just see Clark as a solo act. She saw how Clark's presence was changing the whole team dynamic. In Sides' own words, the attention that Caitlin Clark, what she draws, and how she's been such a great playmaker with the players around her. We're getting wide open shots. It's like Clark's gravity on the court was opening up the whole game for everyone else.
So Caitlin Clark finished with that triple-double. She just continues her superstar trajectory. She's the only rookie in WNBA history with the triple-double.
Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years. Let me show you how good 22 has been. She's on pace to generate the most points in a season in WNBA history.
And you won't believe what Sides said about Clark's progress. She straight up called her special. Sides watched as Clark found her footing and kept getting better and better. She even went as far as saying Clark put herself in position to be called one of the best players in the league. That's some high praise from a coach who's seen it all. But here's the kicker. Sides' faith in Clark wasn't just blind optimism. She saw the results happening right before her eyes. Clark wasn't just living up to the hype, she was exceeding it. And Sides? She was right there, guiding her every step of the way. You think Sides was Clark's only guide? There's a hidden force behind her phenomenal rookie season. Erica Wheeler, a Fever veteran, has become Clark's secret weapon on the court. This unexpected mentor is changing the game for the rookie in ways you'd never expect. Wheeler's not just any teammate, she's stepped up as Clark's on-court guardian angel, sacrificing her own playing time to help the rookie shine. Imagine this. Wheeler's gone from being a starter to coming off the bench, all to support Clark's journey. That's some serious team spirit right there. But Wheeler's impact goes way beyond just being a cheerleader.
Obviously, Caitlin Clark does play a big part of it, and she knows it, and she's embracing it in the best way possible. So Indiana definitely deserved the light that we're getting, for sure. So yesterday I was on Twitter, and someone said that Indiana is the new Hollywood. So I thought it was pretty cool that people feel like Indiana, because when you think about Indiana, you think it's boring, it's nothing to do, but now everybody wants to be in Indiana.
Every single team in this league is really good, and that's what makes it so fun. And I think there's going to be a lot of new fans coming into the WNBA. There's already a lot of fans here, and just continuing to grow that and attract that and keep those fans will be super important.
She's like Clark's personal emotional regulator during games. You know how rookies can get all fired up and lose their cool? Wheeler's there to keep Clark from crossing that line. There was this one game against the Wings where Clark was about to get her 7th technical foul. That would have meant an automatic suspension, but Wheeler swooped in and saved the day. It's not just about avoiding techs, though. Wheeler's all about helping Clark keep her head in the game. She's constantly pulling Clark away from arguments with refs, making sure the rookie stays focused on what really matters, dominating on the court. Wheeler even said, "Imagine if she didn't allow me to, she'd be even more mad." That shows you how much Clark respects Wheeler's guidance. Clark's not shy about giving Wheeler credit either. She said, "She's always there, whether the moment's really good or the moment's not so great. She's there to help me through it or celebrate it. Whatever it is, good or bad." That's some real mentor-mentee love right there. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Coach Sides is all about this dynamic duo. She's seeing how Wheeler's influence is spreading beyond just Clark. Sides said, "She's just been someone who's really helped not just Caitlin, but the rest of the team. It's like Wheeler's creating this positive ripple effect throughout the whole squad." Think about it. You've got Sides bringing her coaching expertise, Wheeler providing that veteran wisdom, and Clark soaking it all up like a sponge. It's like the perfect storm of basketball brilliance. Clark's not just learning how to play better. She's learning how to be a pro both on and off the court. And the results? They're speaking for themselves. Clark's not just living up to the hype, she's blowing past it. She's racking up those triple doubles, finishing 4th in MVP voting as a rookie, and turning heads across the league. But now you know it's not just raw talent. It's the product of this incredible support system she's got around her. Clark's individual success is just part of the story. The entire Fever squad has undergone a transformation that's shocking the league. How did a team that won just 13 games last season suddenly become playoff material? Let's talk about the Fever's incredible journey. Last season, they were struggling big time with a 13-27 record, but now they flipped the script completely. We're looking at a 17-16 record and their first playoff appearance since 2016. That's a massive turnaround. So what changed? It's not just about Clark's arrival though, that's definitely a huge part of it. The whole team chemistry has shifted. Clark's playmaking skills are opening up opportunities for everyone else on the court. It's like she's got this magical ability to make her teammates better. You know what's really cool? The Fever went on this insane run in August. They won 5 out of 6 games, which was huge for their playoff push. And get this, Coach Sides won WNBA Coach of the Month for the first time in Fever history. That's how you know things are clicking. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. The Fever are still facing some challenges, especially on defense. They're ranked 11th in the league defensively, which isn't great. Coach Sides knows it's an area they need to work on. But the fact that they're in the playoffs despite this weakness, that shows you how strong their offense has become. Let's talk about what this playoff appearance means for the Fever. It's not just about making it to the postseason. It's about completely changing the narrative around this team. They've gone from being the team everyone expected to beat to a squad that can compete with the best in the league. And a lot of that has to do with Clark's arrival. Clark's impact goes beyond just her individual stats. She's changed the way teams have to defend against the Fever. When she's on the court, everyone has to pay attention to her. That opens up space for her teammates to make plays. It's like she's got this gravitational pull that's reshaping the entire team's offense. But here's what's really exciting. This is just the beginning. The Fever have shown they can compete, but now they're heading into the playoffs. It's a whole new ball game. They've got the momentum, they've got the star power with Clark, and they've got a coach who's proven she can turn things around. The Fever's playoff dreams are alive, but so are some nagging doubts. Can Clark and Sides overcome the team's defensive struggles and a surprising front office shuffle to make a deep postseason run? Just when the Indiana Fever thought they had it all figured out, boom! A curveball comes flying their way. Kelly Krauskopf is back as the new president of basketball and business operations. Talk about timing. This isn't your typical offseason move. It's like changing the captain mid-voyage. You're probably thinking, wait, isn't Krauskopf returning a good thing? Sure. She led the Fever to 13 playoff appearances and 3 WNBA finals in her previous stint. That's impressive. But here's the catch. Why now? The playoffs are right around the corner, and suddenly there's this big shakeup in the front office. Let's talk about what this could mean for the Fever. On one hand, Krauskopf knows the franchise inside and out. She could bring some much-needed experience to guide the team through the playoffs. But on the other hand, any major change like this can cause some uncertainty. Will it affect the team's focus? That's the million-dollar question. Now, let's not forget about the dynamic duo of Caitlin Clark and Coach Christie Sides. They've been the heart and soul of this Fever turnaround, but even they've got some hurdles to jump. Clark's been amazing, no doubt about it. 4th in MVP, voting as a rookie? That's insane. But there's been some chatter about her shot selection and aggressiveness, especially in those nail-biting fourth quarters. Coach Sides isn't shy about addressing it either. She's been having heart-to-hearts with Clark, telling her, "We've had a lot of conversations about a lot of shots that she needs to take that she wasn't taking." It's like Sides is saying, yo, hey rookie, we need you to take charge when it matters most. But it's not just about Clark. The whole team's got some work to do, especially on defense. They're ranked 11th in the league defensively. That's not exactly championship material. It's like they're trying to win a race with one shoe untied. So here's the deal. The Fever have this incredible opportunity. They're in the playoffs for the first time since 2016. That's huge. But now they've got to juggle all these challenges. Can they keep their momentum going with this new front office change? Will Clark step up her game in crunch time? And can they patch up that leaky defense before it sinks their playoff hopes? It's not going to be easy, but don't count them out just yet. Clark's got that rookie fire, Sides has shown she can turn things around, and now they've got Krauskopf's experience in the mix. It's like they're assembling their own basketball Avengers team. The playoffs are a whole different beast. Every possession counts. Every decision is magnified. Clark's gonna face pressure like she's never seen before. But you know what? That's where legends are born. This is her chance to prove she's not just a regular rookie, but a superstar in the making. Let's talk about the Fever's incredible transformation. Caitlin Clark's rookie season has been off the charts, and Coach Christie Sides has been the mastermind behind it all. They've gone from bottom dwellers to playoff contenders in the blink of an eye. You know what's really exciting? This Clark-Sides duo is just getting started. Sides sees something special in Clark, calling her one of the best players in the league. That's some high praise. And with Clark's talent and Sides coaching, the Fever's future is looking brighter than ever. But here's the thing, they need your support now more than ever. The playoffs are here, and the Fever are ready to shock the world. So grab your jerseys, get your game face on, and let's cheer on the Fever as they make their run at the championship.